Bonkers! Let's do this!
I don't mean to brag, but I just did a no-death run of Bonkers on easy for the Sega Genesis. We about this life.
Let's do Mr. Big first.
Yeah, Mr. Big hype. Let's do this. Bonkers for the Sega Genesis. This is not to be taken lightly. Okay, so first off, you gotta hit those boxes. You see them move, you gotta hit them. You gotta get what's inside of them. When you get what's inside of them, you complete a picture, you complete the round. Some heavy duty, serious stuff right here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Kick off your shoes, relax your socks, relax your box, and play some Bonkers as I complete round one. Booyah! You gotta fill out that picture. You gotta fill it out. Okay, so I guess I'll stop being a jackass for a minute and kind of talk about this game a little bit. So I did do it on normal, and no word of a lie, it's actually pretty damn tough on normal. So I can only imagine how damn difficult it is on hard. Here's the thing though. One of the reasons I laughed and thought, you know what, I'm going to do a quick NDR of this game because I actually quite enjoy it more on easy. And in all fairness, speedrunners beat games on easy, so why can't no death runs be done on easy, right? This is my Barbie no death run, okay? This is my silly, laughing at myself, poking fun, playing a silly ass game. So even though it's much harder on normal, it's way more repetitive as well. I got to do 7 rounds of this exact game. Even on easy, each round gets a little harder. So naturally on normal and hard, each round's going to get significantly harder. And there is some fun to be had in that. There really is. There's some fun, there's some challenge to be had, but the repetition gets way too much. Even on normal, it's like 10 to 11 rounds. That is way too many. On easy, 7 rounds, it's not quite as pathetic. It's actually fairly enjoyable. Now, when I beat it on normal, I did have some fun with it, but, you know, this is kind of a quick, fun pick up and play game. I can't lie. This game is not near as bad as I would have expected.
Bonkers!
But god damn is it easy. Like, I don't know if there's any game I've ever played where I was like, you know what, I can instantly do a no death run. Sure, if it was on easy, you know, whatever, who cares? But like, I don't this game, so let's just do the GamePro magazine review. Let's just stick to the regular formula and just have some fun with it. Its graphics are actually quite nice. You know, the game is very simplistic. It's basically, it has like 4 mini games. Like, it's a very small game. Now, I believe this game was actually on the Disney Channel back in the day, or sorry, the Sega Network, the Sega Channel. So getting it on the Sega Network would have been pretty cool, but it did have a physical release as well. Now, to drop big money on a physical release for this game, I would have been fucking pissed. If I would have got this for Christmas or something weird, I would have been pissed, because the game is very short in the sense that it only has 4 fucking mini games. And yes, it is fun, and sometimes less is more. You know, I love old school arcade games, and some way I can relate this. We got this weasel following us around. You gotta find all the items before the bomb explodes. It's, I don't know, it's not a shit game at all. It's definitely not a shit game, and there is more to take from it on normal. It's definitely pretty cool, pretty fun, but again, the repetition is way too much, so it's kind of ridiculous. Already round 6. That was pretty fast. So yeah, basically you do like 3 rounds of bonus, you do another 3 rounds of bonus, and then you do the 7th one, and then you complete the mini game. And then you move on to the next mini game. They're all kind of cool in their own little way. I don't know. The only challenge to be had in this is avoiding that weasel. When he touches you, you drop your items. You know, as he's doing right now. But it's stupid. But I didn't even do the GamePro magazine, so yeah, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are really nice. I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5. They're not outstanding. They are quite crisp and quite colorful. But there's nothing, legendary. It's no gargoyle graphics, that's for sure. But I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Its sound is catchy and kind of fun. And I love hearing them say bonkers. It just sounds kind of stupid and ridiculous. The music is, again, very forgettable. The one level has some pretty catchy music, but I'm going to give the music a 2.5 out of 5, or the sound, because nothing too stand out here. The controls are mostly very good. Mostly very good. There's a little racing game you'll see after this where the controls are pretty shitty. And if it wasn't for that one mini game, I'd probably give this game like a 5 out of 5 for controls, or at least a 4.5 out of 5, because they are very tight. But because of that one mini game, I'm going to reduce the controls to a 4. They are pretty good. So the most important thing about this game, and I think where this game shines, is in the fun factor. Even though it's super simplistic and very minimalistic with the only 4 games, it does get pretty fun. It really does. And again, of course, playing it on a harder difficulty probably can increase the fun. Like, I did find it more fun on normal, but again, it's a double-edged sword because it's way more repetitious. I'm going to give the fun factor a 4 out of 5.
Let's do the car one.
Okay, so shit's about to get real here, is we gotta take down a tow truck. That is what's up. So let's do this. Now we got like this little poor man's version of Chase HQ, where you can drop mud slicks and shoot weird pink balls out of the front of your car. This is actually pretty fun, but again, the controls are kind of wonky when turning left and right. Sometimes when you get positioned left or right, you almost feel stuck in that position. So, obviously round 1, round 2, very, very, very easy stuff. You gotta eliminate the amount of enemies that it says on screen. In this particular case, I gotta destroy 6 cars. After I destroy the 6 cars, I gotta take out the tow truck. This one got pretty goddamn hard on normal, I won't lie. Like, I lost a few men, and I think a no death run on normal would actually be pretty goddamn challenging, but I thought, fuck this, I'm bored, I got nothing better to do with my life on a Monday night after a long, hot day at work than to do a fucking stupid no death run of fucking Bonkers. And like, that's the thing, like, this show sucked too. Like, I remember, I think Chippendale's Rescue Rangers went off the air. Like, they closed out the show, and I got home from school and I was expecting, like, Darkwing Duck was on as normal, and then I was expecting Chippendale's Rescue Rangers to come on, and Bonkers came on, and I fucking couldn't stand it. That's when, like, I realized Chippendale was done. Like, there was no more seasons of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. The show was done, one of my favorites, and they replaced it with Bonkers, and Bonkers was so ass. He was just annoying, he's stupid. I don't even know what he is. I guess he's a bobcat. But I don't know, this racing game's kind of cool, though. It's not the best mini game, though. I kind of do the slightly harder ones first, just because I figured if I didn't want to waste my time, in all honesty. So I figured if I did lose a man, I might as well, lose it early, because I wasn't going to invest much time at all in this. And I literally, so I beat the game for my first time on normal, and then I was like, whatever, I'm going to turn this down in easy and get the no death run. So I did it in my first try. Bonkers! So, as you can see, it is pretty repetitious. Just like the last mini game. 3 rounds, bonus level, 3 rounds, bonus level, and then the final level. It certainly turns it up a notch, but like I said, when you play it on normal, I think there's 11 rounds. That gets really redundant and obnoxious and repetitive. Like, it's really like, we could have done 10. Even 10 is literally too many. This looks cool. This looks like the game probably could have been a whole lot more than it is. But truth be told, it's a pretty still kind of fun experience. And I would recommend it. That's the irony about it. Even though I mock the game and Bonkers sucks, like the show, and he's annoying, and this game is very like mediocre. Like, if I had to give it an overall score, I would probably give Bonkers like a 3 out of 5, because there's a lot, like, there's just not much to the game. Bitch. But The irony is that it's a fun little game. Well, if 4 rounds of that BS wasn't enough, we got a 5th round, and 2 more rounds after that. I almost think that like if this was 2-player or something, it could have been a whole lot more fun. But you know, what can I say about Bonkers? Like I said, bored as hell on a Monday night, and this is what I decided to play. And yeah, Bonkers. It's stupid. I might as well make fun of my TV. You know, the thing is that the camera picks up that weird blue smudge, which is a burn in my TV, more than my eye does. And obviously it stands out on white background more than any other color. But like, yeah, the camera really picks that up quite nicely. So, yeah, note to self, I think it's time for a new TV. I have another TV, but it's like I don't want to go from 50-inch back down to 41, so I guess I just tolerate the blue smudge until the TV really gives me a reason to get a new one. This is the worst no-death run ever. I guess it's better than a Barbie no-death run. Like, that was the one of the thing that made me want to do it, was I was like, well, if people have like done crappy Barbie no-death runs, I guess I can do a shitty Bonkers no-death run, and this will be like my really crappy garbage fucking NDR. And the sad truth is, even the bonus games are stupid fucking easy as well. On normal, they were just as easy as they were on easy. And the only difference really from easy to normal is the extended rounds. So like when you do 7 rounds on easy, it's the same difficulty on normal and hard. It's just when you play normal, it keeps going. When you play hard, it keeps going. So you get later into those harder rounds, which again does pose more of a challenge, which again, if you like a challenge, it does make it more fun. And it does, actually, the final game I play is actually really, really fun, and I do enjoy playing it on the harder difficulty, because it's actually quite challenging and quite fun. But with this one in particular, with this one lacking control, it just gets more annoying after 7 rounds, honestly. Okay, so I chased that tow truck down, and hooray, second mini game complete.
I gotta get a water break. This Bonkers is getting intense. Alright, I think we're gonna do Mr. Rat, but before we do Mr. Rat, we taking a drink.
Bonkers!
Bonkers hype.
Yeah, Bonkers hype indeed. Okay, so this one's actually pretty fun too. This is probably my second favorite of the whole whopping 4 mini games the game has to offer. I can't believe this game got a physical release. Like, I guess it's cool that it did, because it's just one more game to the library, and it's not a bad game. Like, there's a lot worse games out there. And I can see this being a worthwhile game to play if someone had the Sega channel. Like, I didn't even know the Sega channel existed as a kid. So this seems like a perfect game for something like that. But I don't know, like if this game was like released back in the day at like $30, okay. But I couldn't imagine paying like say $49.99 or $59.99 for fucking Bonkers. That is bonkers. Okay, so you might ask, what do you do in this minigame? You dodge every attack that comes your way, the rolling tires, springs. When the big fat rat guy comes out, you want to make a point of hitting him as quickly as possible because he will start to smash the bricks back down as you fill up the wall. Very simplistic, but actually pretty fun, and definitely, in my opinion, more fun and enjoyable than the previous mini games beforehand. So there's the big fat dirty rat right there, smacking a few bricks. So you got to get in quick time. It's I don't know, it's bonkers. This game sucks, but it doesn't suck. Like, I don't know what to say. It's fucking bonkers. You should give it a run though. Honestly, anyone who has a Mister or a Raspberry Pi, or they just have emulation, and however they use emulation, you got a Sega Mini and you want to add some shit to it, it's a fun little game. Like, basically, I will probably, I might keep this game on the Mini. I might delete it to free up something cool like Splatterhouse 3. Where anyone watching at this point, tell me, be like, Steve, delete Bonkers and add Splatterhouse. But I have other crap I can take off and add Splatterhouse, because, I don't know, this game is kind of fun, and I honestly kind of want to challenge myself on hard to kind of get the most I can out of the game. The repetition, again, is really annoying. It does provide passwords, which is pretty cool. So if you don't feel like playing the entire game, awesome. Pick one mini game, pop it on hard, and then you can grind through like 15 bloody rounds. Here comes another lame bonus stage that my camera's not capturing very well for whatever reason, even though Batman captured perfectly. Figure that one out. But yeah, the controls are kind of crap in this bonus stage. I'm not gonna lie.
Bonkers!
Bonkers! Oh my god, I don't even know what to say to add to this. It's just like, normally when I do commentary to a game, like for example, most recently Batman, I just felt like there was an endless amount of things to say and so many good things to say. And also when watching the game play, as I add the commentary, the game itself would provide a lot to talk about. All I can provide with this is repetition. It's like, okay, I'm throwing more bricks at the fucking wall now. Okay, there's springs now. Oh, okay, and there's like, what was that thing? That is the pogo stick? Okay, I got hit by the pogo stick. Alright, I got 8 men, I got 4 hearts. Better be careful now. Well, there's extra time, like I even need the time. Maybe the time freezes everything? I don't even know. It's just, yeah, it kind of sucks. But it doesn't. It's a weird catch-22. It's like, I know the game's crap, but somehow enjoy it. And the thing is, I think most people who played this game will feel the exact same way. Like, they'll pop it on, be like, this game's stupid, but they'll keep playing it. They'll be like, oh, okay, alright, I'm just gonna grind through these stupid rounds here, and it's kind of fun. It's just weird that a game that does suck is actually kind of cool at the same time. That's just kind of weird. There's people like that, if you think about it. Think of some people you might know who are like, they suck, but they're also kind of cool. I don't know, I might be one of those people, I'm not too sure. Maybe I need to get a life. Now, I do have an excuse. On a Monday, after a long day, I think playing Bonkers when you're half asleep and half stoned isn't a bad thing to do. Now, if it was Friday night and I was playing Bonkers, I gotta reevaluate my life and, think about what I'm doing. Because, like, I'm pretty sure being awesome at Bonkers doesn't make the chicks wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe. Are there any girls out there, ladies? Jump in the comments and let me know if me getting a no death run of Bonkers on easy makes you wet. There's got to be one girl out there who just, like, loves Bonkers. There's, like, a die-hard Bonkers fan. Like, oh my god, did you really no death run Bonkers for the Sega Genesis? That's so hot. No, I don't think there's one girl on this planet. And if there is, I don't even think I want to see her. The girl who's just like has her room covered in Bonkers memorabilia. Is there any diehard Bonkers fans? Like, I don't know. I'm way too baked for this shit. But like, Truth be told, like, are there any Bonkers fans? Like, get in the comments and let me know if you like Bonkers. Because, like I said, all I can remember is Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers going off the air, and Bonkers came on, and I was just like, I remember this, like the next week, the next Saturday
I didn't
morning.
get the bonus.
Actually, well, sorry, the next day after
don't get to
school,
say
I should say,
Bonkers.
because it was like a daily show, right, Monday to Friday. I get home from school and I was just like, fucking Bonkers is on. I tried watching it again and I just couldn't. I just did not like the show. I just thought it was terrible. Like, I remember liking Goof Troop. I remember enjoying, obviously, Darkwing Duck, obviously Tailspin, obviously DuckTales. There was a lot of great shows. Biker Mice from Mars, Gargoyles. Gargoyles was fucking awesome. But Bonkers was just ass. Like, it really was. It just seemed like the most... Animaniacs was amazing. I know that's Warner Brothers, different than Disney, but it doesn't really matter. It was the shows that came on after school, and there was a lot of good ones. And Bonkers just wasn't one of them. And I can't believe I'm still throwing bricks at wall. I haven't been paying attention to what round it is. And I imagine, oh, okay, we beat it. Okay, so the mini game is over. There we go. So we're moving on to the best one. I saved the best for last. Definitely the hardest one for last as well, I would think. Definitely when I beat it on normal. This one got pretty fucking tough, actually. And it's cool. The next one's pretty redeeming for sure compared to the rest.
All right, Harry in the handbag.
Okay, so even though the whole game has a premise of like crooks and everything, here you got Bonkers watching the museum. He's the security guard for the night. There's more rats, always rats or weasels, right? Good enemies, rats and weasels. Nobody likes a weasel, no one likes a rat. So here they are at the museum, and this is one thing I finally have something to talk about. You got Mickey's ears, you got Cinderella's slipper, you got Mickey's hat from Fantasia, Aladdin's genie lamp, and Snow White's apple. See, now I like that. Those are like memorabilia items from Disney. You know, that's like kind of cool. I like that concept. These are like, you know, sought after items that are worth money. So these crooks actually have an incentive to steal these items. Now, as we throw some old-fashioned plain donuts, but you know, here's the funny thing. I remember being a kid and being like, old-fashioned plain, who would eat an old-fashioned plain donut when you got so many other good donuts like Boston cream, apple fritter, blueberry fritter, honey curler, walnut crunch. The list goes on and on. Well, even a chocolate dip, for God's sakes. But an old-fashioned plain just seemed like garbage. Well, I must be old because I actually love an old-fashioned plain with my coffee now. And that's just the irony of getting older. Things that you would think are completely pointless, a complete waste of money, I can actually enjoy it. Because like now that I'm trying to watch my sugar intake and not eat donuts for fuck's sakes, because when going to work, I used to eat like a donut a day, which isn't terrible, but still, like I'm trying to watch my weight, exercise, and get in the best shape of my life. That's the goal, right? And I'm sort of achieving it. I've lost 15 pounds, so every day when I get my coffee, I have to ignore those donuts. But you know what? That old-fashioned plain, I think tomorrow morning I'm going to get me an old-fashioned plain. I'm going to be an old-fashioned man. I'm going to dip that old-fashioned plain donut into my coffee and have a good time. I'm way too baked. This is the best NDR ever, isn't it? It's not. It's the worst NDR with maybe the best commentary.
Pop, pop.
And even on normal, I think it's 11 rounds to complete it. Only rounds 10 and 11 are hard. Maybe 9. But like, yeah, no, not even 9. Just round 10 and around 11, it gets pretty chaotic. They just start mixing in all kinds of shit. They start hucking a bunch of donuts
Bonkers.
back. On easy, they already incorporate bats. Even on easy, there's a middle statue when you get to like round 6 and round 7. You don't hit the middle statue because it will come to life and start bouncing around in the foreground where you are, and you got to dodge it. And then it starts getting a lot harder to hit the weasels or rats. You can destroy those ones. It's one that happens to be in the middle. Not very, like, this isn't like, why am I talking like this matters? It's fucking bonkers. I guess at this time I can admit that I'm addicted to making thumbnails because it's like the only good quality of my channel. Like you look at the quality of the capture, ass. Some say the commentary's good, but I'm like, fuck that. My commentary's garbage. So the commentary's garbage. What else is ass about? Oh, my live streams. The quality's even worse on my live streams. So there's some even more ass about my channel. So really, at the end of the day, I guess all I have to offer is maybe some somewhat entertaining commentary and amazing thumbnails. Like, I got a great board, I got a great banner, I got a great logo, and I got awesome thumbnails. But as soon as you click on the videos, it's just all downhill. I watch some people who make some legitimately amazing content, and not to say that I haven't made some good content, because I have, but like, not lately, that's for damn sure. Just being lazy, just pumping out garbage here and there, just and the way it should be.
Oh, that guy got
that
away.
little bitch just got away with the Snow White apple. That's okay. So as you can see, there's bats jumping out now. I got 15 more weasels to kill. As soon as I, kill the rest of those weasels or pop them in the face with an old-fashioned plain donut, I succeed in completing the round, and I move on to the next round. So jump in the comments and let me know, now that we're coming to the end of this run here, let me know if you're gonna pick up a copy of Bonkers. Are you gonna get a physical copy of Bonkers? I know some of you wanna just add games to your collection, you physical media guys. And if you're not going to get a physical copy of Bonkers, are you going to add it to your Mister? It's probably on your Mister already. Are you going to put it on your Sega Mini? Because you should. Maybe we should make July Bonkers month. No, we shouldn't do that. Maybe my next challenge should be a Bonkers challenge. Do a no death run on hard challenge of Bonkers. No, I wouldn't do that. That would be a terrible challenge. No one would take part. Yeah, I coughed a whole bunch through this playthrough as well because I was pretty ripped on a Monday after work playing some Bonkers. That's, like I said, that's what the life's all about. That's what makes the ladies wet. So we got 2 rounds left and a bonus round before the game's complete. And, that's it in a nutshell. Like, the only extra length that's added from the game on whether it's normal or hard
that little bitch.
Excessive amount of rounds, which for me just adds way too much repetition, even though it mixes it up and gets way harder, which is the redeeming quality to continuing to do the same thing over and over. But it kind of makes you wonder, because Albert Einstein said to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result is madness. Now, I don't know, is Bonkers madness? I think the word bonkers itself means crazy, right? So maybe that's the irony of it. Maybe they're joking. Maybe they're laughing. They're like, yeah, this game's bonkers. It's crazy. We're just going to have a game where you play a bunch of the same shit over and over, and you'd have to be bonkers to play it. But somehow, it's fun. Where is he getting these donuts from? It looks like he's pulling them out of his ass. Like, I'm not even being to be like the angry video game nerd. Ass! Okay, so we got the bonus round and one more round after that. So I guess we'll get to see Bonkers pull some more old-fashioned plain donuts out of his ass one last time before we close out the playthrough. If you're still watching, I make a nice funny little joke towards
Bonkers.
Mega Dan here. And I hope Dan watches it because I think it's pretty funny. Basically, anyone who's seen Megadan's Battletoads No Death Run, the way he like freaks out at the end, which I can't blame him. Think about the difference between a No Death Run and Battletoads to a No Death Run and Bonkers on easy. Is I want to know the scale of difference. It's like there's got to be in the billions of difficulty difference. Like, if this is a 1 out of like 100, then Battletoads is definitely 100. For difficulty. But yeah, I don't know. This is a ridiculous fucking. Am I actually gonna upload this garbage? Like super ripped still as I provide commentary. So I don't know. It's been a good day. Oh yeah, here the Mad Hatter statue. So yeah, you try to avoid that Mad Hatter statue in the middle. That becomes more of a problem in later rounds on like normal and shit. But yeah, you just kind of have to stay to the left and right. Just don't hit it too many times, and the Mad Hatter statue won't give you a hard time. Okay, so I got 5 weasels left, so with that being said, thank you for watching my horrible, crappy, no-death run of Bonkers for the Sega Genesis. I do suggest that you go play it. It's kind of fun in its own crappy way. Thanks for watching.
I did it! I really did it! Oh, I walked in a man and came out a god. Thanks guys for watching my no-death run of Bonkers for the Sega Genesis on easy. Officer of the Month, we about this life. Put some respect on this name. Bonkers, motherfucker. Let's go. Bonkers hype. NDR, baby. Let's go.
For the few psychopaths who might be watching and don't
Bonkers
realize
on
I'm
easy.
being sarcastic.
I did
I'm
beat it on
100%
normal.
being sarcastic.
It's actually a pretty fun game.
Thank you for watching.
But I thought it'd be kind of silly and fun to poke fun at myself and poke fun at this game.
Bonkers.
Fun
That's
little
my favorite thing of this
NDR
game. When you
on
get a free
easy
man,
of
it just
Bonkers.
goes bonkers.
More
These guys
importantly,
could
I'll take
probably
the
not
time to
even
talk
hear
about
it.
this game when
No
I do
one's still
commentary.
watching this, right?
It's
No
a
one's
pretty
gonna
fun game.
watch all of this. You
Thanks
kidding
for
me?
watching.
The credits are rolling. Why are you still watching this? Are you listening to me right now? Go watch something else. Do you know how much better shit there is on YouTube right now for you to still be listening to me while the credits roll for Bonkers for the fucking Sega Genesis? Okay, you still here? Tell me you're not still watching this crap. Like, if you're still here, you should probably unsub to my channel. And honestly, if you're still here listening to this, you are wonderful and beautiful. You take care now. This game's so easy that even Canadian Gamer could beat it. Thanks for watching.